Great intense feeling after a workout where your muscles just feel, ooh, it's muscle soreness. Let's check it out. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Nick Farina back here with another great YouTube video about muscle soreness. That is that weird feeling, like I mentioned before, that you get after you're working out, and it just feels so gosh dang great for most of us. But did you actually know it might not be a good thing? I did a lot of research about DOMS. You can pronounce it DOMS, basically delayed onset muscle soreness. I did a lot of research, and this is what I found. So, like I said, this usually happens when after you're done working out. This usually happens about 24 hours to 48 hours after you experience some strenuous activity. Now, that could be running, that could be lifting, that could be jogging, could be swimming, could be whatever. Now, I grew up realizing, like in my weight training class, they always said that when your muscles are sore, that means that you are getting bigger. Sadly, no, that's not necessarily true. Of course, we all love that feeling. It feels good. It feels like we actually pushed our muscles to the limit. And yes, that's necessarily true. When you experience DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness, yes, you can technically say that you pushed your muscles to the limit. But that doesn't mean that that was the correct limit. Let me explain. So, let's say you're doing biceps, okay? And normally you just stick to the easy bar. But then you go over and you do the barbell instead. And you added tons more weight because you feel like you can do a lot more weight with the barbell instead of the easy curl. Don't know why that is, but anyways. So, next day, your biceps are insanely in pain. Sounds like a good thing. But sadly, there is no evidence, well, very little evidence, that doing the strenuous exercises and then feeling sore afterwards actually means that you're growing or gaining so much more muscle. Now, every bodybuilder you know will say that's wrong, which I kind of agree with it. I don't really know. This is kind of a personal opinion kind of video. I'm just giving you guys the facts and then you can decide. There's little to no evidence that states when your muscles are sore, that means that you're getting bigger. Now, when your muscles are sore, which it feels good, right? But it also can suck because now your muscles are sore and now you can't work out that muscle group for maybe 24, 48, or sometimes even 72 hours. I have this happen to me a lot when I do legs. I do a pretty strenuous leg exercise and 9 times out of 10, my legs are sore. But they're not sore for one day, they're sore for multiple days. Maybe at the same time where I want to do my next leg day. And now I have to skip it and do something else and try to fit it into the week because it's so goddamn sore. Obviously there are ways to get around that, you know, BCAAs or creatine or anything like that, but I never really felt anything working for me. That's why a lot of people do splits, so they do like, you know, Monday chest and back, Tuesday legs and shoulders. They try to mix it up so they're not doing something that's sore every single time they work out. Also, a lot of questions are always asked, should I work out when I'm sore? It's not really good because when you're sore, it means that your muscles have torn. They tear and tear throughout exercise and then they repair themselves over time. But that, like I said, that takes time, 24 to 72 hours of time. That means you need to be relaxing, chilling. Obviously, you can't do that on a regular week. You can't just take rest days all the time. So they say that, you know, splits are helpful. Doing chest one day and then the next day doing something completely different. So one can rest and the other one can't. And the other one can work. But, you know, a lot of muscle groups are used even though you're not using that muscle group at all. For instance, you know, if you're going to do back, you're going to use your biceps. So that's why they usually put them together. Also, I would like to mention that, you know, like I've mentioned multiple times, it lasts multiple days. If it lasts more than 5 days, you got a problem. You know, 24 to 72 hours, not that big of a deal. Anything more than 5 days or even 4 days, it could mean that you seriously injured yourself. I would think you would know that because it would be hurting, but maybe it didn't hurt until the very end. So if you feel really weird for 5 days, it could be that you damaged your muscle in not a beneficial way. Like I said, sadly, little evidence shows, but always go to the gym, always work hard, and if you're sore, not a bad thing, but maybe not necessarily a good thing. Just kind of depends on how you feel. You know, like I said, every book I read, every person I've ever trained with says, you're sore, that means good. But sadly, not necessarily. What's your opinion on that subject? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do any other video or anything crazy like that. My birthday is coming up, so I might not do a video next week because I might be super busy. But It will just depend. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving, guys, and yeah, keep on keeping on, and also catch me in the next one, whenever that is. Have a great day.